Hello, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Unfiltered World podcast show. As I have mentioned yesterday, that we are going to be talking about um, unemployment in South Africa, and unemployment in South Africa is one of those topics that you can't ignore, and it's so unignorable. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because we all know that in South Africa we have like it, this issue should be prioritized, but somehow our government doesn't seem to care that much. Okay, they don't seem to care that much because by now we should be having a state of an emergency. How can you not say that we have a state of emergency when you have a when you have numbers like 60.9% of unemployed people in your country? How does that make sense? You don't prioritize such things. So if you do not prioritize the youth, or if you don't prioritize your people to get jobs, if the people get jobs, they will do what? They will contribute towards the tax, and if they contribute towards the tax, that means they will have more spending power. Okay? If they have more spending power, that means people will therefore go and buy more goods. So it's a win-win situation. People get the money, they spend it, the government wins. The government spends the money, the public wins. The infrastructure is there. All other things that should be there are there for being prioritized. I'm talking about things that will or can improve people's lives, not things that will improve politicians' lives. I'm talking about us, the majority, the youth of this country, of which we are, in fact, the future. Without us, the government has no money, has no abilities. Okay? We are the engine of this country. So let's just dive in because it seems like today's topic is more sensitive than before. So we are talking South Africa records 60.9 youth unemployment rate. South Africa has the highest youth unemployment among some countries, with 60.9% of young people in the labor force unemployed. Okay? Let me take that back. Unable to find jobs. Okay, it's the same thing. The figure is significantly higher than Spain, France, Italy, China, the United States of America, the United Kingdom, and Japan. Youth unemployment remains one of the country's biggest economic concerns, driven by slow economic growth. Okay? Now, and this other issue here we have in South Africa is that we have, we have this enormous inflation. It grows way faster than our anticipation. Okay, it just grows faster. Same way as politicians' net worth grows faster. Same ways as politicians' bellies are growing faster and bigger. Okay, same way as our politicians' lifestyles are becoming better and better and better, while our lives don't become better and better and better. Okay, that's what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about that. So, what do you do when you are not when you are not employed? That's how crime formed. That's how crime is striving. That's how crime is being glorified. Like that's how teenage pregnancy happens. That's how we, the youth, turn out to be in the clubs throughout the night, throughout the day. We drink, we get drunk, and we do all these sort of things that don't make sense. Okay, because we are frustrated. Okay, it's normal. It's normal. Why South Africans love alcohol so much? We are frustrated. We are traumatized. We are sick and tired of whatever that is happening in our country. Like, it's beyond us. At some point, it's just beyond us. Okay, uh, let me not get too personal. I'm not by any means saying or talking personal. Okay, I'm just talking for the majority. Okay, I'm just talking for the majority. Now, let me get back to the point. Okay, June inflation has increased. Okay, to 5% from 4.5% in May. Okay, so transport, housing, and utilities were the main drivers of the rise of the inflation. So that means if tomorrow or if yesterday or last year you have bought your bread at maybe 26, 27 rands, that means the very same bread could perhaps sometimes, maybe in 5 or 10 years, no, not in 10 years time, maybe like in 5 or 6, maybe 7 years time, you'll buy the same bread, maybe it's about 30 rand. Okay, imagine buying our bread 30 rand max, 30 rand tops. Okay, from, like, I remember back in the days we used to buy uh, bread, like a whole loaf. We used to buy bread, maybe it's around 10 rand, and then it's quickly climbed up to uh, maybe around, it was around 17, 18, and then for quite some time it stayed there until it rose again shortly. When it rose after that, I remember very well that the bread went from 17 to 20, from 20 to 21, and then from 21 to 25. Okay, and then from 25, as we are now, it's close to 28. Okay, not maybe in 3 or 2 years, 3 or 2 years, maybe like 3 or 2 years, maybe five. Okay, we are looking at these projections whereby we could buy one bread for 30 rand or maybe for 35 rands. Now, what does it mean? It means that the cost of living will be rising very, very soon. And what does that mean? It means the cost of living is rising as I'm speaking to you right now. It is rising very quickly. Very quickly. I've been looking at the diapers. The diapers are now costing it's around half a thousand. Like, imagine diapers are costing half a thousand. Simple diapers. I'm talking about the hackies. The hackies, they are costing half a thousand. That's 50%. 50% straight. So that should tell you something, that the future that we are headed towards is very uncertain. Now imagine we have so many people who are unemployed in this economy, and they can't find work, they can't find jobs, they are busy trying, and they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing at all. No, so they feel like they have been jailed at some point because you can't do nothing. There's nothing that you can do. You will be frustrated at some point, and frustration makes people think things that are beyond measure. And sometimes these people, they will, at some point, it's a matter of time before people are fighting tooth and nail just so they can be free. Just so they can be free. Because while we are starving, politicians are getting fat. The cars are getting fat. The pockets are getting fat. The stomachs are getting fat. The lifestyle is getting fat. Everything about politicians is becoming fat while we are starving. The stomach is touching the ribs each and every single day. So, what are your thoughts on today's episode? If you did enjoy today's episode, or if you have any questions about today's episode, you may contact us on WhatsApp on this number 072 114 0276. 072 114 0276. That is our WhatsApp number. So you can comment on Spotify, you can comment on YouTube, and you can subscribe on YouTube. If you have anything to say, just know that you are more than welcome to say it. This is Unfiltered World Podcast Show. Thank you very much. Hopefully you will find more shows that are exciting. And if you did, please don't miss Friday shows. Because on Fridays, we are looking for people who are looking for jobs, and we publish those jobs on our Facebook page. Our Facebook page is called Unfiltered World Podcast Show. So sometimes, and most of the times, we are working with other people who are entrepreneurs in the townships or anywhere in the country. People who have dreams that we have, okay, but they don't have the money to market their businesses, because it's very costly to go to any other business just so that you can have your business advertised. Okay, on this podcast show, we are calling all young entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter whether you are in the rurals, or you are in the townships, or you are in the urbans, or you are in the suburbans. Okay, it just doesn't matter. Okay, it just don't make no difference at all. It just makes no difference at all. Okay, so hit us on WhatsApp, send us your business, tell us what your business is about, and what are you looking to achieve, and we will do our best to market and advertise your business on this podcast show for free of charge. We are doing that. It's on us. We are doing it for free. So this Friday we're going to be talking about we're going to be doing a little bit of marketing for this other lady who have contacted us and asked us that if we could advertise her business. She is selling iPhones, and she is currently a student. I am more than happy to advertise her business on Friday. Please stay tuned, as I will be talking about her business and talking about her on this podcast show. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.